Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Johannes Nord and I'm a product genius and tour guide here at the BMW Welt in Munich. To give you a bit of an idea about the architecture, the BMW Welt was designed as a whirlwind and ensuing clouds. The hourglass-shaped part of the building that has a steel structure that is spiraling upwards and continues on into the clouds. So, to give you a first idea of what the BMW Welt is. The description of the BMW Welt would be a delivery and experience center. I'm currently standing right in front of our delivery area right behind me, which is called the Premier. And that's where the car deliveries take place. Experience center, the second part of the name of the BMW Welt, is because we want not only our customers to have a nice experience here, but basically anybody who's coming to visit us. How that experience looks for the individual is completely up to them. We always have the newest cars here, so they can take a look at those. Sometimes even way before the dealerships have them on site at their place, they can take a look here. We have the so-called Future Forum where we have talks and presentations about future topics like autonomous driving, emission-free driving and the likes. We have all the different brands of the BMW Group on site, which is of course not only BMW and BMW motorcycles, but also Rolls-Royce and Mini. So you can take a look at those as well and go into detail about the sub-brands of BMW with BMW Individual, BMW M, BMW I, and so on. The BMW Welt is in a very nice neighborhood here because it's not only the BMW Welt, but also right behind me, outside of the building, is our so-called four-cylinder building, the Tower, which is our headquarters with a museum right adjacent to it, and our main plant is also right across the street where we're currently producing the 3 Series for BMW. Behind us, the delivery area, when somebody wants to pick up their vehicle, they actually can do it right here at the heart of BMW or at the birthplace of BMW. And they just have to purchase it, of course, at some point, which is happening at the dealership, but then they can choose to pick it up here. They can already set a date on the day of the purchase when they want to pick it up here, and then they have their own area in here where they arrive, basically get their day planned out and everything. And when it's time for the delivery, they will take the steps in the middle of the Premier down towards the car, get a full introduction, which can take up to an hour, into their brand new vehicle. And when they're done, just like the red car that is just leaving behind me, they will take the ramp downstairs and outside to feel sheer driving pleasure for the first time. All right, so that is a quick introduction to the place. Now, we can actually take a quick walk around this building and I'll show you a little more details about the other things that you can see here. And here we are at our newly founded M-Town. As the first letter M implies, that has its origin in motorsports, which can easily be seen with the white car right behind me, a GTE sports car model. And these cars that we have on display here range from 410 horsepower all the way up to 625. I mentioned before, sometimes we have cars that are not seeable anywhere else or visible anywhere else. For example, right now those are the M3 and the M4. Not at the dealerships yet, but people can take a look at those cars right here on site already. And we also have a very special M4 model on display, a cooperation with Kith, a New York-based fashion designer that does limited drops, and he does so with BMW as well. We have a 150-piece limited edition Kith M4 here. Also, you can take a look here with decals special for this car, imprints on the inside, and upholstery and stitching also very special for these vehicles. And next up, also a few very unique cars are Rolls-Royce. And here we are at Rolls-Royce, part of the BMW Group. And what makes a Rolls-Royce special? These cars are handcrafted, which is not something Rolls-Royce does just for fun, but actually with a very specific purpose, because by handcrafting these vehicles, you can individualize pretty much anything about the vehicle. You have a favorite color, for example, color of a special lipstick, you can get that painted on the outside. It's completely up to you. That is basically what Rolls-Royce really wants to offer our customers, and that they have a choice to individualize pretty much anything, as I mentioned. Of course, that comes with a price, and these cars are also quite limited, where BMW produced over 2 million cars last year. For Rolls-Royce, it was about 5,000. Next up, from one British brand onto the next, Mini. Yeah, and here we are at the Mini area. As you can see, the area is a little more colorful, a little more youthful, and as the name implies, Mini is focusing more on the compact vehicles, and even Mini is already available as a fully electric car with the Mini Cooper SE. And a few more electric cars we'll take a look at now at the BMW i area. And here we are at the BMW i area. That started out with the i3 and the i8 as fully electric vehicles. Of course, our portfolio nowadays is a little wider than it used to be. For example, with the iX3 right behind me, the fully electric brother of the X3. All the way in the back, we have the Hydrogen Next, a fuel cell powered X5. And BMW, of course, is not only electric vehicles, but combustion engine vehicles as well, with our luxury area, which puts a focus on the 7 Series, the X7 and the M8. It's absolutely important, as I've shown you, not only the electric vehicles, but also a fuel cell is in the making, which gives you the power of choice. What do you want to drive? Fully electric, hybrid, combustion engine, completely up to you. But as I showed you, it plays a larger and larger role with electric vehicles. Oh, they absolutely can coexist. The i3, for example, accelerates from 0 to 60 kilometers an hour faster than an M5. So one doesn't cancel out the other, but they actually can absolutely coexist. Unfortunately, at this point, we cannot give you details about what cars will be coming out in the future, but of course we are working in multiple directions. So BMW in Munich offers, besides the BMW Welt, of course the BMW Museum, our plant, which you can take a tour through as well, and the BMW Classic, where you can have an extended look to the classic vehicles that BMW has to offer. Munich in general, of course, it's home of the Oktoberfest, so beer is a very important part of our culture here. We also have a lot of museums, a lot of rich history. So if you want to stay at Munich, you have a lot of, or a plethora of things to choose from, even if it's not cars. Yeah, and that is it from my side, our quick tour, virtual tour through the BMW Welt. Thank you very much for your attention, and maybe I'll see you one day when you come visit us.